light of all the new changes the last 48 hours and all the calls and emails I've received, I thought that I'd just qualify what retrospective planning approval means. Basically, look, if you're a septic tank owner, right, this is a very, very important video, right? And it's something you can choose to heed and act on or ignore. It's entirely up to you. I'm just the messenger carrying a message. I do these broadcasts because, you know, I want to help people for free and give them free advice. So here it is. This broadcast is now going to explain in simplistic terms what these new rules and regulations are. So let me get straight into this, right? What is retrospective planning planning approval? Okay, so it all hinges on this word approval, right? So let me just go on this word approval, right? All right. So whether your septic tank discharges to a soak away into the soil, or whether it goes into a watercourse, whether it goes into a ditch, everyone is affected by these new rules and regulations, retrospective planning approval. So let me spell it out what this means. Number one, right, you see, prior to 2015, if you had a septic tank and a soakaway and you wanted to upgrade it, you wanted to replace it, you wanted to put a new septic tank in, the government stated on their website they didn't want to know. You didn't have to apply for approval. You didn't have to apply for building control. You didn't have to ask for anyone's permission to do that. That's what the law was. But 48 hours ago, all the power has been handed to building control offices in and around the country. So if you live in Kent, you live in Hertfordshire, the building control will decide now whether your septic tank is legal or not. This is where retrospective planning approval comes in, because everyone who has a septic tank, all houses with septic tanks installed before 2015 will now have to apply for planning approval. This is nuts, right? So all houses that have a septic tank that was installed before 2015, now after the 1st of January 2020, will have to apply to your local building control office, right, for planning approval. Right, now that is going to cost 350 quid per application. That is what's changed. It wasn't like it a week ago, but that is what suddenly changed, right? And this is a big, 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 big thing, right? So that's number one. All right, number two. So after the 1st of January, government inspectors will start going around to houses who've got septic tanks, because you say everyone after 2015, people generally have been applying for planning permission, so it's targeting everyone before 2015, right? So the government inspector will come round to your house, to my house. He'll knock on the door and he'll say, I believe that you've got a septic tank off main sewage system that was installed before 2015. Yes or no? Well, if you have, then he says, right, okay, we now need to carry out an inspection, right? Now, they will carry out an inspection. So number two, you apply for planning approval. All right, that's the first step that you're going to take. You're going to spend 350 quid and apply for planning permission, planning approval. The inspectors will come round, or they'll send someone around who's qualified to carry out an inspection on your septic tank, right? Now, if your septic tank is leaking, or it's blocked, or it looks tired, it looks worn, the bricks are falling out, the cement, the mortar's crumbling, then according to all the new legislation on the government, which says if your tank's leaking, it says you've got to repair it or replace it, right? you can guarantee at least that 50% of septic tanks that are flipping, probably 60-70% of septic tanks that are 25 years or older, even 20 years or older, right, are going to be failed. So paying your 350 quid does not guarantee that you're going to get planning approval. You see, do you see where I'm going with this now, right? So you've paid your 350 quid. They've come round, right? They've checked your system out. They've sent an inspector around. He's inspected. Well, it's tired. It's warm. The bricks are coming out. Or, you know, if it's an onion tank, the black liner inside is collapsed. Or the soakaway's blocked. Or the smells. You know, if you go on the government website, you'll see there's a whole list of things which basically prohibits septic tanks from being legal anymore. All right, so you'll apply for planning approval, right? You pay your 350 quid. It'll either fail or it will pass, right? Now, that is dependent on the people coming round. If it fails, right, then number 3, right, you will have to, they will give you a time limit, right, whether it's a few weeks or a couple of months. They will basically then send out, they will give you the choice of some approved installers to replace or relocate your septic tank, right? How much is that going to cost? Well, I'll tell you how much it's going to cost, because people are ringing me up already who are getting quotes and costs and are paying, right, to have their septic tanks replaced or installed. It's costing anywhere from 15 to 25,000 quid. Now, have I still got room on there? Yeah, 15 to 25,000 quid. And you see, if you come to sell your house and you've got a septic tank and it's failed, it hasn't been approved, right? No one's going to buy your house. You know, they'll say to you, okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. If you knock your house price down by 15 or 20, 25,000 quid, then we'll buy your house, because that's the price it's going to cost for an approved installer to replace it. So do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see the implications? So retrospective in the past, planning application, everything, planning approval, everything now before 2015, every septic tank in the UK must now be approved, right? And so this is exactly what retrospective planning approval is about. This is why it's such a big thing. Now, many septic tank owners will be watching this video, right, and you'll be thinking, oh God, I don't care, I don't give a monkeys, or yeah. What I'm saying is, just go on the .gov website, type in general binding rules, and you see it all yourself. But the point is, I'm just trying to simply explain, right, the implications and the reality of what's going to happen after the 1st of January 2020. Now, you've got some options here. This is the reason I made this broadcast, right? Because I want to save you money, and I've got some good news for you, right? There's 2 simple things that you can do to make your septic tank legal. On the government website and UK building regs, it says you must now, right, have a complete information pack, right, about a complete information pack that tells the people buying your house, it tells the government inspectors all about your septic tank. Right? So, for example, how big is it? Where is it located? When did you last have it serviced? What's it made from? What kind of soakaway have you got? What problems have you had with it? How old is it? Etc., etc., etc. Most people don't know that, you know. They leave it to the septic tank emptying man who comes around, and when these things come upon them, they'll be rummaging around for septic tank emptying receipts. The government inspectors don't give them monkeys about you flipping septic tank emptying receipts. They want information. They want to know about your septic tank, right? That's what they want to know. They want to know information about septic tank, your septic tank, not how often you have it emptied, right? That's number 1, all right? Number 2, they're basically, you can see how this is going, right? just like diesels in cars are being demonized, right, because of all the nitrous oxide and global warming and stuff, septic tanks are starting to become demonized. If you're a septic tank owner, I've been a septic tank owner, septic tanks are starting to be demonized. The government have a mission statement, right, that they do not want the environment polluted anymore by septic tanks. So do you know what they're putting in favor of septic tanks? They're putting in these electric biodigesters, which is costing people 15, 20, 25 grand. So if the government inspectors come round to you and they don't give you approval, they'll make you, you're going to spend 15, 20, 25 grand, whether you like it or not, or you get fined and you're prosecuted. And this is what's coming. And this is why, you know, I'm so passionate about this. This is why I'm making these broadcasts, to help you. So please listen to what I've got to say, right? Right, so there's two things you can do now, right now, to make your septic tank compliant and legal and not go through all this crud, right? All right, okay. Complete information pack. Okay, so you can try and formulate something, right, and create your own information pack, or you can just go to septictank.co.uk and download yourself a free government compliance form for septic tanks. Fill it in, it's got a questionnaire, fill it in, sign it, date it, but one on display in the kitchen and one to your solicitor. That basically will remedy that situation there. Right, but it doesn't end there, because you can still have a complete information pack and they'll be happy with that. They'll see that and they'll think, wow, you are a responsible septic tank owner, right? So we're going to put you to the bottom of the list, because they're initially going to be targeting the people who are breaking the law. Septic tanks that are discharging into rivers or streams, septic tanks that are leaking, septic tanks that are smelling, septic tanks that are old and crumbling. People who haven't got these forms, they're going to target those first. Then they'll come back around, right, to see you about your septic tank. All right, so this won't make the problem go away. It just puts over to the septic tank inspectors that you're a responsible septic tank owner. All right, so let me tell you now what you need to do, right? If you have got a septic tank and you suspect it's not up to scratch, and you suspect at the bottom of your heart, back of your mind, deep in your heart, if you suspect it might not pass, you need to do this, right? What I'm about to show you will save you thousands of pounds, okay? You need to install a septic tank converter. Full stop. So, no, it's not going to cost you 15 grand. No, it's not going to cost you 20 grand. No, it's not going to cost you 25 grand. These are 2,999. They're made for the DIY market. They're government approved. They've been promoted by the Environmental Agency and UK building regs, because they're environmental friendly, and they convert your septic tank into not some smelly, you know, polluting thing that's causing global warming. These septic tank converters will convert your effluent and your sewage into safe, clean water that goes into the soil and the environment, and they're government approved. People that buy these off me and install them, you can install it literally in 2 hours, right? You dig a small hole, you put it in, next you got your septic tank, dig a small hole right next to your septic tank, or however far away you want to do from it. Just put it in, connect the pipe. They're non-electrical. They don't cost a penny to run. They don't break down. They don't need servicing. They don't need maintaining. And they will turn your sewage into safe, clean. So when liquid organic discharge. So when the government inspectors come round, right, they'll say, we believe you've got a septic tank. Yeah, I have. But we put one of those government approved septic tank converters in. All right. Can we have a look? Yeah. Have you got a certificate for it? Yeah, here it is. There's the government's. Wow, okay, brilliant. Thanks a lot. Goodbye. And that's it. So that is how to beat retrospective planning approval, right? That is how to beat it. Okay, so yes, you'll still have to spend your 350 quid to apply to get approved or disapproved. It's still going to cost you the same. You're going to have to spend that money. But if you've got those two things, it will save you all the crud that thousands and thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of septic tank owners are going to have to deal with, right? So look, don't bury your head in the sand. This is a real thing. It's really coming. I'm trying to help you, right? This is why I do these broadcasts. Look, Septic Tank TV, go to septictank.co.uk. You'll see all the free information videos I've made. Why? Because I've got nothing better to do? No, because I want to help people. I've been doing this for 20 years. I consult for UK building regs. I consult for the Environmental Agency. The only agenda I've got here is to show you a really simple and easy way to make your septic tank compliant so you don't have to get fined and prosecuted. So there you go. That's it in a nutshell. That's what retrospective planning approval is all about. So please, 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 if you don't do both of those, just get yourself a government compliance form from septictank.co.uk. If you really want to do yourself a favour, yes, you've got to spend out £2,999, right? And you can put your own septic tank converter in. They're made for the DIY market. You can get a groundsman, local groundsman, or local builder to do it. You don't have to pay, flaming hell, 10, 15, 20, 25,000 quid to replace or relocate your system to make it legal. That's the whole point of this. Okay, so it's coming. Retrospective planning approval is coming on the 1st of January 2020, and then boom, 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 boom. It's going to filter down and they'll target everyone. That's what's changed, right? So thanks a lot for watching. I hope this live broadcast helps you. If you want free advice, if you want free help, then just go to septictank.co.uk. Give me a ring. It's free. It's not going to cost you a penny. I can advise you. I can help you, as I've helped thousands of people over the last 20 years. Okay. I used to have a septic tank. I got into this game because my flaming, the neighbour had the septic tank in their garden, and I was paying out 100 quid a week, and I couldn't get off the system, and it was making me ill. I've been there. I know what it's like to have a septic tank and have these issues and have these worries and have these financial bleeds with them. I know. That's how I got into the game. But look, thanks a lot for watching this broadcast. As I said, septictank.co.uk. Give me a ring, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.